My child, listen to me closely, for these words are not just spoken. They are breathed from the heart of your Father in heaven. I have called you to this moment because I have something to say to you, not to a crowd, not to a distant people, but to you. Yes, you who are listening right now. You are not here by chance. You are here because I have chosen this exact moment to whisper my love into your heart and to remind you that your life is precious, your journey is sacred, and your future is in my hands. I see you. I see your struggles, your questions, your tears that no one else notices. I see the weight you have been carrying on your shoulders for so long. Some days you smile for others, but inside you are weary. I know the nights when sleep is hard to find because your mind is restless with worries, regrets, or memories of what once was. My beloved child, you have carried these things alone for far too long, and I am here to tell you, you were never meant to carry them by yourself. For I am making all things new. Yes, this is my word for you today. Not tomorrow, not next year, today. I am doing something new in your life, even if you cannot yet see it. Like seeds buried deep under the soil, hidden away in the dark, change is already happening inside you. You may look at yourself and think nothing is different. Nothing is moving, nothing is growing. But I tell you, in the quiet places of your soul, in the unseen moments of your life, I am already at work. My child, I know you often wonder if I am still near you. You think back on your younger days when your heart felt lighter, when faith seemed easier, when life held more joy. And now, as years have passed, you sometimes wonder if I have forgotten you. But let me assure you, I could never forget you. You are written on the palms of my hands. Before you were born, I knew you. When your first breath filled your lungs, I was there. When your tears fell silently in the night, I counted each one. You are my treasure, and I will never abandon you. Do you remember the seasons of your life? Times when spring brought you hope, summer filled you with joy, autumn taught you wisdom, and winter made you strong. Just as the earth moves through its seasons, so do your days, and I am the Lord of every season. I walked with you when you were young and full of energy. I guided you through the responsibilities of middle life. And now, in these later years, when the body is slower and the heart sometimes feels heavy, I am still here. Even more so, my love surrounds you like a warm blanket on a cold night. I want you to know that your story is not finished. The enemy has whispered to you that your best days are behind you, that your purpose has ended, that you have little left to give. But I tell you today, your purpose is alive. Your best days are not behind you, for I am the God who makes all things new. Your breath still fills your lungs because I still have work for you to do. Your voice still carries power because someone needs to hear your prayers. Your heart still beats because there are lives I will touch through you, even in ways you cannot yet see. Do not let discouragement take root in your heart. Do not believe the lies that you are forgotten or useless. No, my child, you are my witness. Every wrinkle on your face tells the story of endurance. Every scar reminds you of battles survived. Every silver hair is a crown of wisdom. You are not weak. You are seasoned. You are not finished. You are fruitful. You are not forgotten. You are forever loved. I want to draw you closer to me in this season, not just in small ways, but in deep, life-changing ways. For too long, you have been looking at your past with regret and your future with worry. I want you to look at me, fix your eyes on me. Do not dwell on what has been lost or fear what lies ahead. Instead, let me show you the beauty of today, the gift of this very moment. For today is the day I am making all things new. Think of the sunrise, my child. When the night is dark and the earth is cold, it can feel as if light will never return. But then, without fail, the sun rises. The sky changes, the darkness retreats, hope is restored. That is what I am doing in your life. The night you have endured is giving way to a new morning. The heaviness you have carried is about to lift. The brokenness you have endured is about to be healed. The emptiness you have felt will soon be filled with my presence. I know some of you are listening with hearts weighed down by regrets. You wish you had lived differently. You think of words you should have spoken, choices you should have made, moments you cannot relive. But I tell you today, I do not see you through the lens of your mistakes. I see you through the lens of my mercy. My Son gave his life so that your sins could be washed away completely and forever. When I look at you, I do not see your past. I see my beloved child, redeemed and renewed. Others of you are listening with hearts broken by loss. Someone you loved deeply is no longer here, and the ache feels unbearable. The world around you has kept moving, but inside, a piece of your heart feels missing. I want you to know, I see that pain, I weep with you. But I also remind you, this world is not the end. Those you love who believed in me are not lost. They are safe in my arms. And one day, there will be no more separation, no more tears, no more goodbyes. I am preparing a place for you, and it will be more beautiful than you can imagine. And some of you are listening with hearts full of fear. Fear of what tomorrow might bring, fear of sickness, fear of loneliness, fear of death. My child, hear me, you are safe in my hands. Every day of your life has already been written in my book. Nothing will happen to you outside of my care. Even when the road ahead looks uncertain, I am walking beside you. Even when your body feels weak, I am your strength. Even when you breathe your final breath on earth, you will open your eyes to my glory. Death is not the end. It is the doorway into everlasting life with me. So today, I call you to hope again. I call you to trust again. I call you to lift your eyes from the dust of yesterday and the worries of tomorrow, and to see what I am doing now, for I am not finished with you. I am not done writing your story, and the chapter that is unfolding is one of renewal, restoration, and fresh beginnings. Yes, my beloved child, I am making all things new. My beloved child, now that I have drawn you close to my heart and reminded you that I am making all things new, let us reflect together more deeply on the life you have lived, the faith you have carried, and the struggles that have shaped you. Reflection is a gift I have given to you, for it allows you to see not only where you have been, but also how my hand has guided you through every moment, even when you did not notice my presence. Think back, my child, to the early years of your life. Do you remember how quickly the days seemed to pass? The laughter of youth, the dreams of tomorrow, the strength of your body. All these were blessings I gave you, gifts to enjoy and to share. But with the passage of time came responsibilities, challenges, and the reality of a world that is not always gentle. You worked hard. You carried burdens for your family. You shed tears in secret, even while you smiled for others. And through it all, I was there. When you thought you were alone, you were never alone. When you thought no one understood your pain, I understood completely. When you thought your prayers were unanswered, I was already shaping the outcome in ways you could not yet see. My child, I know how often you wonder why life had to be so difficult at times. You look back and ask, why did I lose so much? Why did I suffer when others seemed to prosper? Why did my path feel heavier than I could bear? And though I do not remove every sorrow, I want you to know this. Not a single moment of your pain has been wasted. Every tear has been gathered in my hands. Every loss has been held in my care. Every trial has been used to mold your heart, to deepen your compassion, and to draw you closer to me. You may not understand it fully now, but one day, when you stand in my presence, you will see how every broken piece of your story fit into my perfect plan. You see, my beloved, life is like a tapestry. From the side you see, it often looks tangled and messy, with knots and threads that make little sense. But from my side, it is a masterpiece. Every color, every stitch, every thread is woven with care. What seemed random was never random. What seemed meaningless was filled with purpose. I have been weaving your story with love, and when the final thread is placed, you will stand in awe at the beauty of what I have created in and through you. Let us reflect on your faith. Think of the moments when you prayed to me in desperation, when all you could say was, "Lord, help me"? Do you know that those prayers were among the most powerful you ever spoke? Not because of eloquence, not because of long words, but because they came from the depth of your heart. And I heard them all. Faith is not always found in grand displays or mighty acts. Sometimes it is found in the simple act of holding on when everything around you says, "Let go." Your faith, though tested, has been a light in the darkness. Even when you felt weak, your faith was strong enough to keep you standing, and I honor that. My child, I know how heavy your struggles have been. Loneliness, regrets, health battles, family wounds, financial hardships, these have all touched your life. Some of you carry memories of times when you were mistreated or misunderstood. Others carry the ache of broken relationships. Some still wrestle with guilt over choices you wish you had made differently, and still others wake each day with the physical reminder of age, with pain in your body or limitations you never imagined you would face. I want you to hear me clearly. None of these struggles define you. You are not your failures. You are not your wounds. You are not your sickness. You are not your regrets. You are mine. Your identity is not found in your scars, but in my love. Do you remember when my son walked the earth? He saw the blind, the crippled, the weary, the forgotten, the sinners, the broken, and he called them his own. He healed them, restored them, forgave them, and lifted them into dignity again. He did not push away those who felt unworthy. He embraced them. And today, I want you to know that the same love that reached out and touched the leper, the widow, the tax collector, and the sinner is reaching out to you right now. Let us reflect also on time, my child. So often you think about what has passed and what little remains ahead. But I tell you, every day of your life is precious to me. Whether it is one more year, one more month, or one more hour, it is filled with eternal value. Do not think your time has run out. Do not believe that the clock has stolen your purpose. Even in your later years, you can shine brighter than ever before. Your wisdom, your prayers, your example of faith, these are treasures that I use to bless others, to guide the younger generation, and to draw hearts back to me. Do not underestimate the power of a single word of encouragement, a single prayer spoken in faith, a single act of kindness done in love. These things echo into eternity, and now, my beloved, I want you to reflect on my promise. I am making all things new. This is not just about the world to come, but about your heart right now. Do you feel tired? I will renew your strength. Do you feel discouraged? I will restore your hope. Do you feel broken? I will heal your wounds. Do you feel forgotten? I will remind you that you are forever mine. Every morning, I offer you new mercy. Every day, I offer you fresh grace. Every moment, I invite you to start again. Child, let me paint for you a picture. Imagine a garden in winter. The trees look barren, the flowers are gone, the ground is hard and cold. To the eye, it looks lifeless, but beneath the soil, new life is waiting, roots are strengthening, seeds are preparing, and when the season changes, the garden will bloom again. That is what I am doing in you. Though you may feel like winter has covered your soul, spring is on its way. I am breathing new life into you, even when you cannot yet see it. So take courage, my beloved. Reflect on where you have been, but do not be chained to it. Reflect on your struggles, but do not let them define you. Reflect on your faith, and let it remind you of how far we have come together. For I am not done, I am not finished, and the story I am writing in your life is moving toward glory. Yes, my child, let this reflection settle deeply in your heart. I am making all things new, not just in the world, but in you. My beloved child, now that you have reflected on your journey, I want to fill your heart with encouragement. For too long you have carried the weight of discouragement, doubts, and fears, and I desire to lift that heaviness from you. I am your Father, and as a loving Father, I long to comfort you, to remind you of who you are in my eyes, and to give you courage for the days ahead. Do not think for a moment that your life has been unnoticed. Every choice you made to love instead of hate, to forgive instead of resent, to pray instead of give up, I have seen it all. When you thought no one noticed your sacrifices, I noticed. When you thought your kindness was forgotten, I remembered. When you thought your prayers disappeared into silence, I held them close to my heart. Nothing you have done in love has been wasted, for love always bears fruit in my kingdom. Be encouraged, my child, for even now I am working in ways beyond what you can imagine. You see only what is in front of you, but I see the whole picture. You wonder how things will turn out, but I already hold the outcome in my hands. You worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow is already under my care. Trust that I am not only with you but also ahead of you, preparing the way, clearing the path, and arranging every detail for your good. Think of the times in your past when you thought you would not survive. Remember those dark nights when you thought the morning would never come, and yet here you are. You survived, not because you were strong on your own, but because my hand carried you. If I carried you through before, will I not carry you again? If I delivered you once, will I not deliver you once more? If I was faithful yesterday, do you not believe I will be faithful today? My child, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My faithfulness does not grow weak with time, nor does my love fade with age. I remain constant, unchanging, steadfast, and sure. Be encouraged, for you are not walking this road alone. Even if you feel isolated, even if you think no one understands, I am walking beside you. Every step you take, I match with my own. Every breath you breathe, I sustain. When you stumble, I am there to steady you. When you fall, I am there to lift you up. When you are weary, I am there to carry you. You are not abandoned, you are not forsaken, you are not forgotten. You are mine. Let your heart be comforted, my child. I know the fears that whisper to you in the night. I know the thoughts that trouble your mind. But hear me, fear is not your master. I am your shepherd, and I lead you to still waters. I am your refuge, and I surround you with peace. I am your healer, and I restore your soul. Fear may knock at your door, but it cannot enter when you rest in me. Anxiety may rise like waves, but I am the anchor that holds you steady. Loneliness may try to wrap around you, but I am closer than your very breath. Do you not know that even the smallest details of your life matter to me? When a sparrow falls, I see it. When a flower blooms, I clothe it. How much more, then, do I care for you? You are worth more than many sparrows. You are more beautiful to me than the flowers of the field. If I provide for the birds and the lilies, will I not provide for you? Lift your eyes, my child. Look beyond the worries that weigh you down and see the abundance of my care. Be encouraged also in this truth. Your prayers have power. Sometimes you wonder if your prayers still matter, if they still reach me, if they still carry weight in my kingdom. Hear me clearly, they do. Your prayers move my heart. Your prayers shift circumstances. Your prayers touch lives you may never see. Even when you pray quietly in your room, unseen by anyone else, all of heaven bends to listen. Never think your voice is too small. Never think your words are too weak. The prayers of my children rise like incense before me, and I treasure every single one. Let this bring you courage. You are still needed. The enemy wants you to believe that your time is over, that your usefulness has ended, that the world has moved on without you. But I tell you, as long as you have breath, you have purpose. As long as your heart beats, I have work for you. It may not be the same kind of work you once did when you were younger and stronger, but it is no less important. Perhaps now your greatest work is to pray, to encourage, to share wisdom, to love deeply, to pass on faith to those who come after you. Do not despise this season. It is holy, it is valuable, and it is filled with meaning. Remember, my child, encouragement is not only for you to receive, but also to give. Just as I lift you up, I invite you to lift up others. A kind word, a gentle smile, a loving prayer, these can change a life. You may think you have little to offer, but even the smallest seed can grow into a great tree. Even the smallest light can drive out great darkness. Even the smallest act of love can ripple into eternity. When you encourage others, you reflect my heart. When you lift others, you become my hands. When you comfort others, you reveal my love. Be encouraged also by this. Your future is secure in me. You may worry about what lies ahead, about what will happen when your strength fails, or when the end of this earthly journey comes. But I tell you, do not be afraid, for I have gone ahead of you to prepare a place for you, a place where there will be no more pain, no more sorrow, no more tears, a place where every burden will be lifted, every wound healed, every longing fulfilled, a place where you will see me face to face and know fully, even as you are fully known. Your future is not uncertain. It is secure, it is glorious, it is eternal. So, my beloved, be encouraged. Let hope rise again in your heart. Let peace settle upon your soul. Let joy return to your spirit. For I am with you, I am for you, and I am working in you. The days ahead are not to be feared, but to be embraced, for I am making all things new. My beloved child, I have encouraged you with my love and reminded you that your future is secure in me. But because I am a loving Father, I must also give you warnings and guidance, so that you may walk in truth, avoid the snares of the enemy, and live the rest of your days with wisdom. Warnings are not meant to frighten you, but to protect you. Guidance is not meant to restrict you, but to set you free. When a parent warns a child not to touch fire, it is not because the parent desires to take away joy, but because the fire can burn. In the same way, I speak to you today with firmness and love, that your soul may remain safe in my hands. My child, one of the greatest dangers you face in these days is the temptation to grow weary and to stop watching. The enemy whispers to you that it does not matter how you live now, that your faith is no longer needed, that holiness is for the young. But this is not true. Every day of your life matters to me. Every step you take leaves a footprint for others to follow. Do not let the later years of your life be wasted in spiritual slumber. Stay awake, keep your lamp burning, let your heart remain alert, for the days are short and eternity draws near. Another danger is bitterness. Life has not always been easy, and the pain you have endured can sometimes leave behind resentment. Bitterness is like a poison that slowly spreads through the soul. It hardens the heart, clouds the mind, and steals joy. My child, do not allow bitterness to take root in you. Forgive those who hurt you, even if they never asked for forgiveness. Release those who wronged you, even if they never repented. To hold on to bitterness is to chain yourself to the past, but to forgive is to set yourself free. Remember how I have forgiven you completely. So also, forgive freely. Beware also of fear. Fear whispers lies about tomorrow. It convinces you that sickness will win, that loneliness will consume you, that death is something to dread. But fear is not from me. Fear weakens your faith and blinds your eyes to my promises. Do not let fear steal your peace. When fear rises, speak my word. Say to yourself, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for he is with me. My presence is greater than your fears, and my light will always scatter the darkness." My beloved, I also warn you against clinging too tightly to the things of this world. Houses, money, possessions, titles, even achievements, these will all pass away. None of them can follow you into eternity. Too many hearts grow heavy because they try to hold on to what cannot last. Instead, hold on to me. Treasure the things that cannot be taken from you: faith, love, kindness, mercy, and eternal life. These are the riches of heaven, and they will never fade. Be careful also with your words. In your later years, your voice carries even more weight. Younger ones look to you, they listen to you, and they are shaped by what you say. Speak life, not death. Speak blessing, not cursing. Speak encouragement, not criticism. With your words, you can plant seeds of faith that will grow long after you are gone. Do not waste your voice on gossip, anger, or complaining. Use it to declare my goodness, to share your testimony, and to build others up. My child, I guide you also in how to guard your heart. Be watchful of what you allow into your thoughts. The enemy is subtle. He uses lies, distractions, and temptations to draw your heart away from me. Fill your mind with my word. Let Scripture be your daily bread. Meditate on my promises when you wake and when you sleep. Sing hymns, speak prayers, and remember my faithfulness. When your heart is filled with my truth, the lies of the enemy cannot take root. Let me also remind you, do not neglect prayer. Prayer is not only for the strong, the young, or the busy. It is for every child of mine in every season of life. Your prayers, especially in these years, carry great power. They are like incense rising before my throne. Through your prayers, I will protect your family, strengthen your church, and guide the next generation. Do not underestimate what happens when you whisper my name in the quiet of your room. Even the softest prayer, spoken with faith, shakes the foundations of darkness. I warn you also, my child, of the danger of despair. Some days you may feel as though the world is falling apart. You see wars, corruption, injustice, sickness, and hatred, and your heart grows heavy. You wonder if there is any hope left. But hear me, do not despair. I am still on the throne. The world may tremble, but my kingdom cannot be shaken. The enemy may roar, but his defeat is certain. I am making all things new, not only in your heart, but in the entire world. One day the broken will be restored, the tears will be wiped away, and righteousness will reign. Hold on to hope, my child, for the story of this world is not ending in darkness, but in light. Now, let me guide you in how to walk faithfully in these days. Walk in humility. Do not think too highly of yourself, nor too lowly. Remember, you are my beloved child, precious in my sight, but also dependent on my grace every day. Humility keeps your heart soft and your spirit teachable. Walk in love. Let every action you take, every decision you make, be marked by love, for love covers a multitude of sins. Walk in gratitude. Each day is a gift, and gratitude turns even the smallest blessings into treasures. I also guide you to invest your time wisely. Do not waste your days in idleness, nor spend them only in worry. Use them to bless others. Call someone who is lonely. Pray for someone in need. Share your story with someone who doubts. Serve in small ways, even if it is only with a smile, a prayer, or a listening ear. These simple acts carry eternal weight. Finally, my beloved, I warn you of complacency. It is easy to say, I have done enough. I will simply wait until the end. But I say to you, do not stop now. Keep pressing forward, keep growing, keep seeking me. Let your final days be your brightest days. Let your last words be your strongest testimony. Let the closing chapter of your life be filled with faith, hope, and love. For when you cross from this life into the next, you will hear my voice saying, Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Yes, my child, listen closely to these warnings and embrace this guidance. Not to weigh you down, but to lift you higher. Not to bind you, but to set you free. For I love you too much to let you stumble blindly. I am your Father, and I want to see you finish strong. Remember always, I am making all things new. My beloved child, I have spoken to you of my love. I have invited you into reflection. I have encouraged your heart, and I have warned and guided you as a father who longs for his children to remain safe. Now, as we come to the closing of this message, I want to gather all of these truths together and place them gently in your heart like precious treasures you can carry with you every day. Hear me once more. I am making all things new. This is not only a promise for the future, it is a living reality even now. Every sunrise declares it. Every new breath you take testifies to it. Every fresh mercy that greets you each morning is proof of it. I am not the God of abandonment. I am the God of renewal. What feels broken, I can mend. What feels lost, I can restore. What feels dead, I can bring back to life. Do not let your heart cling to despair, my child. Despair is a thief that robs you of joy before the day even begins. Instead, let hope take root within you. Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is the steady assurance that I am faithful, that my promises never fail, and that my hand is always at work. When you hope in me, you are never disappointed, because my love is poured out in your heart. I want you to live your remaining days not with heaviness, but with purpose. Let every morning remind you that you still have a reason to rise. You are still part of my great story. Your prayers are still needed. Your voice is still powerful. Your presence still matters. Do not compare your life to others. Look only to me. Do not measure your worth by what the world values, but by what I have placed within you. Your worth is eternal because you are mine, and I say this to you with all tenderness. Do not fear the end of your earthly journey. For my child, there is no end with me, only a glorious beginning. Death is not the end of your story. It is the doorway into everlasting joy. For those who belong to me, there is no night that will not give way to dawn, no tear that will not be wiped away, no pain that will not be healed. One day you will stand before me, clothed not in weakness but in glory, and you will see with your own eyes the fullness of what I have promised. Until that day, I call you to shine, shine with kindness, shine with patience, shine with faith, shine with joy. The world is dark, but your light can guide others home. Do not underestimate the power of your light, no matter how small it seems. Even the faintest flame pushes back the shadows, and when you shine, you remind others of me, the true light of the world. Let your heart rest in my peace, for peace is my gift to you. Not the peace the world gives, which is fragile and temporary, but my peace, which endures through every storm. When worries come, let my peace guard your heart. When fears rise, let my peace steady you. When the world around you trembles, let my peace hold you firm. Let your soul rejoice in my joy. My joy is not dependent on circumstances. It is not taken away by loss, nor dimmed by age, nor destroyed by sorrow. My joy flows from my presence, and since I am always with you, joy is always available to you. Even in trials, joy can bloom. Even in sorrow, joy can be found. Let joy return to your heart, my beloved, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. And above all, let your life be rooted in love. Love is the greatest commandment, the highest calling, and the most enduring gift. Love me with all your heart, and love others as I have loved you. Do not withhold love from anyone, for even those who seem undeserving are precious to me. When you love, you reflect my nature. When you love, you heal wounds. When you love, you change the world. My child, as I close this word to you, I want you to remember that you are not alone. You are surrounded by my presence. You are carried by my grace. You are watched over by my angels. You are embraced by my everlasting arms. No matter what you face, I am with you always, even to the very end of the age. Lift your head, my beloved. Do not look down in shame or defeat. Look up, for your redemption draws near. Look up, for your help comes from the Lord. Look up, for the King of glory is with you. Do not let your heart grow weary, for I am your strength. Do not let your spirit grow faint, for I am your song. Do not let your hope fade, for I am your eternal promise. Yes, I am making all things new. I am making your heart new. I am making your faith new. I am making your hope new. I am making your spirit new. And one day soon, I will make all creation new. Hold fast to this truth, my child, and let it carry you through every day until we meet face to face. Now, go in peace. Live with courage, love without fear. And remember always, you are mine, and I am making all things new. And when this message ends, do not let your heart grow silent. Come back to me again tomorrow, for I still have more to say to you. Every day I have a fresh word for you, a new encouragement, a deeper truth. So return and listen again, for my voice will never grow weary of speaking to my beloved children. Until then, remain in my love.